Thank you for watching Stamp It Up with Kathy Goodman. We are using the Host Make a Splash stamp set from Stampin' Up. And we are making a little card using, excuse me, using the crab. And on the inside, we're going to say, it's the little things. We've got a little bit of granny apple green ribbon on the outside, and we have some sequins and a little sand dollar that we're going to put on it. First of all, I have I'm using Seaside Spray cardstock, and I have embossed this with the High Seas embossing folder. I don't know if you can see the waves on it in this little video, but we are going to take and glue that directly down to our card front. Just put a little bit of liquid glue all the way around, and you want to center that on your card front. Leave it down. Let me get a little drink of water. Okay, hopefully that will help my voice a little bit. Now that we've got that put on our card front, we can set it aside. We used the Label Me Fancy punch, and we punched out a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and we also did the same with the same stamp, the same punch, in red, and then I just cut that in two so we could add that after we do our stamp. So we are going to stamp the crab in real red ink, and we're going to stamp that on our Label Me Fancy punch. And I stamped him a little bit sideways. You want to press down firmly and then bring that off. And then while we have the real red ink open, let's go ahead and stamp the words on the inside of our card. And it says, it's the little things. There's several sayings in the Make a Splash stamp set. You can use any of them that fit what you want to make a card for. And then we're going to close up our real red ink because we are done using that. We're going to bring in our granny apple green. We are going to stamp on the little bottom corner of our little crab deal. We're going to stamp some grass. Okay, there we go, we got that. And then on the inside, this lower right hand corner, we're just going to stamp. We're going to stamp the first time it's going to be full strength, and the second time it's going to be stamped off, so it gives you a little lighter color. And we're going to do that a couple more times. There we go. Then we're going to take, and let's close up our granny apple green ink so we don't get our fingers in it. We're going to take our sand dollar and we're going to put some liquid glue on the reverse side of it. The front side is sparkly, and we're going to just set that down there in our little grass that we just stamped. Then we can pull our card base in, and we are going to glue this to the inside. So we're going to take and just put a little bit of liquid glue all the way around each of our edges. And then we're going to line it up. Make sure we have it as centered as possible. And then we're going to take our finger and just gently press down all the way around to make sure it's firm inside our card. We're going to close that, and then we're going to add some liquid glue. We're just going to put a bead of it across the middle of our card, and that's where we're going to put our Granny Apple Green ribbon. We're just going to place that right like that. If yours comes off the edge a little bit, you can trim it. Just take your scissors and trim it. There we go. And we'll do the same on this side. There, that looks much better. Okay, now what we can do is take on our crab, we're going to take and put a little bit of liquid glue on the upper portion so we can glue that red piece so it's just barely showing. Just want to add just a little bit of red color to the front without going too overboard. So we're going to kind of line that up. There we go. Add a little bit of red showing at the top, and then we're going to do the same thing on the bottom. So just add just a little bead of glue right there at the bottom, and then we're going to place this right like this, and just make sure that you've got your edges lined up so it's not showing. There we go. And this is going to get placed right over the top of that, but we're going to use dimensionals for that. So let's get our large dimensionals out. We're going to place 2 on the lower portion and 2 on the upper portion. And you just want to press down firmly and then remove the paper backing. If you put them in the middle, it's going to, if you notice, we left a space so that our ribbon can flow through there without making this lopsided once we put it on our card. If you put the dimensionals right in the middle, it could make it a little bit uneven. There we go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add just a bead of glue right here and 2 over here, and we're going to add sequins. So let's add this one right here, and you just want to set it on top of your bead of glue and then press it down. You'll need to give it a couple minutes to dry, so try not to play with it until it completely dries. We'll add this one right here. There we go. So this is our card we just completed together, and in the inside it says it's the little things. Thank you very much for joining me. Have a blessed day.